Put on your seatbelts. We have one of the best guests of all time. Heather, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, honey?
I'm so glad that you're
Your
here.
hair looks great.
Wait, can I tell you something? Sidebar. Yeah. Okay, so you may not know this about us, but we met in Atlanta.
Yep.
And I can't remember if it was our first or our second date, but I have to tell you, since then, I did an episode about trauma dumping. And just between us, I have to tell you, I'm sorry. I do because our first salad date, I fully trauma dumped. We're not even talk about it. But I just want to tell you, thank you so much because you've been such a good friend for such a long time who's given me space to be fucking crazy, and you make space for my craziness, and I feel like you still want to be friends, and I just love you for that.
I love you. I think you're fantastic. We met years ago. You were shooting 2017, shooting the first season of Queer Eye.
Yes.
And you had found me on Instagram.
I've been following you forever.
Our friends had connected us to something, and you were like, hey, you seem normal. I'm in Atlanta. Let's grab a drink. And we had salads and we trauma dumped together, and that was the rest is history.
And then we had this other fun date at this other place outside.
Yeah.
And we were sitting outside at this other place. It wasn't that salad place. And you were telling me about how you got your hair broken off on set of this movie that you've been doing.
Yes. No, I was shooting a show, and they used, instead of a curling iron, it was
it was like a bumper iron, from from a stove.
Yeah, and as soon as it happened, everybody in the trailer ran out, all the other beauty folks ran out because they were like, there's fire. And then I got on set and I went to fluff my hair, and it all just broke off. And I called you in tears.
What is such a good story from then to now though is your color looks so good. Your hair looks so good. And I just have to say, blonde with brown eyes, I just think is one of the most visually stunning. It's so fucking pretty. Have you done a skincare campaign yet?
No, and I would love to.
Yeah, and that pisses me off.
But I will say, I spoke last night at the National Eczema Association. They did this.
You're on your way.
Because I'm an eczema warrior.
And I'm a psoriasis girl.
Oh my God, we get itchy, flaky skin.
Why do we have autoimmune diseases?
I know, it's bullshit.
And we're so hot.
We're so hot. But when I get a flare up on the insides of the elbows or the knees or whatever, I'm a survivor. So I just want everyone to know I'm an eczema warrior.
Yes, and I'm also ready for you to do a skin. I mean, I just think you're so fucking pretty.
You're so kind. Thank you. I will take it. I went a little darker with the hair, which I'm feeling is actually brightening me up.
It's the gold. Yes.
And I did my color palette, and it said I'm a cool winter or sharp summer. So I don't think I'm supposed to be wearing warm tones, but on my hair, it works.
Wait, so did your blonde used to be more ashier, a little bit whiter?
Yeah, it was a little bit ashier, and it was one tone. And now I'm really bringing the natural back end.
The dimension is really giving it to me. I have to say, it's maybe my favorite.
Thank you. You know what? I have been stopped on the streets and people are like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Yes.
So, I got pounds of extensions. You know what I mean?
Fine.
But it's fine.
We all need it.
Yeah, but I'm glad that I went a little darker.
Now, not to go completely off topic, and this was actually meant to be later, but I have to ask it right this instant. This is so fucking pretty. What
do you mean? Right.
Your makeup. What's this?
Thank you.
What are you how do you blend that so pretty? And what's on your under eye?
Okay,
and what's the blush?
I'll tell you everything. I learned this trick. You have to, when you put the concealer, you have to let it dry a little bit. So I put it on, okay, and I look insane. And then I wait 1 or 2 minutes. I do my contour, everything else, and then I buff it out. And I feel like it gives an airbrush look. Yeah, I've been using this contour stick by this company called Dibs, D-I-B-S.
I love Dibs.
I love them.
Enter beauty industry drums, which it's not literally drums because we love it.
But I love all it.
Our social media person, Grace, who we love so much, Grace Seymour, she left and she went to Dibs. So now she's Dibs social girl. But we love her more than anything. I'm actually going to get coffee with her. I love her so much. Grace, if you're listening to this.
We love you, Grace.
Hi. And Dibs, you're so lucky. And also I have to say, all's well that ends well, because I love Maddie, our new social girl. We're so obsessed. But it's just interesting how everyone's moving and going, and the world just keeps turning, and it's so interesting.
I mean, listen,
But this cheek is Dibs.
This cheek is Dibs, and then I do a lot of Kosas powder.
I fuck with Kosas powder. I'm wearing that on my face today.
Yeah, well, you look great. Your skin looks fantastic.
Because coincidentally, just off camera, Nate, who we love so much, one of our team members, did say at last week's recording that I was giving Hive a lot. Yep. And I didn't have any powder in my bag. And so today I said, damn it, I'm going to wear a little bit of powder to work.
Yeah, sometimes you got to powder. And here's the thing, as we get older, because you and I are the same age, as we get older, we get nervous about the powder.
Yes.
But I have a great makeup artist, shout out to Trace. Trace told me he's the only guy who can really powder hard and make it look really fresh. Because as we get older, we're losing a lot of moisture, and you have to be careful with the powders, but you got to have the right amount of powder. You can go 2 ways, but the right amount really hits you good.
Okay, so this is what I've been doing with powder lately.
What?
Because I noticed in my age, when I use translucent coating powder to set, which is what I used to do, it emphasizes every single wrinkle on my face. So now I take Kosas pressed powder, but I use a very loosely packed makeup brush.
Okay.
Like really, really loose. And I just gently swirl it in there, tap, tap. And then I just do like a light little sweep like under my eyes, nose, forehead with the pressed powder. But I don't want to use too much because I feel like it does like live in my cracks really bad.
This is what you're going to do. You're going to let that concealer dry a little bit before you blend it out. If you're blending out wet concealer, the wet concealer is going to sit in the wrinkles. So just smear it on, let it sit for like a minute or two, then go in and buff it out, then put your powder on immediately. Can I say like crisscross applesauce?
Yes, anything you fucking want. I feel like you're literally teaching me so much right now.
We were laughing when we came in because we are both obviously glam gals. We love it.
Yeah, we love it.
And you're in thigh highs and glitter. And I said, I'm actually going the opposite way right now. I'm going like tomboy normcore. I've got my Ralph Lauren like men's pants on. Yeah. Just a nice like J. Crew tee. I just have to be comfortable nowadays because I feel like I only have two modes. It's I'm on stage in glitter suits and boots. And then my back is fucking broken. My sciatica is flared. The eczema is itching. I don't want anything that's tight on my waist, around my neck. Like I put on a collared shirt today and I almost had a panic attack. I was like, get it off me. I don't know what I'm going through, but I only can have like show mode and then it's got to be very casual.
Collared shirts make me like Carrie Bradshaw when she tried on the wedding dress.
Yes.
Like hives. I hate collared shirts actually the only thing that give me gender dysphoria.
Yeah, same,
like suits and collared shirts, like I fucking hate it so much I can't.
Yeah.
But I feel like from the waist up, this is giving like normcore butch, but then I am wearing sequins pants and thigh highs on the bottom. But this was a financial decision.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about that.
Because I impulse bought these as one of my like investment pieces for the year.
Yep.
Then I only wore it once and I realized that the price per wear simply shan't do. So now I have to wear them basically like once a week from now to December in order for me to break even.
We were talking about this, I believe before we started rolling. I went shopping yesterday.
Yeah, so what'd you get?
So
takers?
No, I got some good stuff. But we were shopping and I was running around town and I went to like, regular schmegular stores. I hit my Zara's, I hit my Aloes or whatever. And I was so appalled at the prices of shit. And I said, if it's made nice, I'll pay the price. But I'm not spending $350 on synthetic bullshit anymore. I like what you said. It's an investment. It's a financial piece, but I got to get the price per wear.
Yes.
It's like, I buy myself maybe 2 nice bags a year, okay? And then I wear the shit out of them. I wear them to the grocery store. I wear my diamonds to the gym. I don't give a shit. I want to wear and live in the shit. I'm tired of buying the cheap shit.
That's what I do.
And it's still expensive.
Yeah.
So why don't we just, if you like buy 2 expensive things a year and wear it?
Yes, because like the 4 pieces from Zara, you like add all that up and it was like one dress from like maybe like even like, I mean like a Marni or like maybe even like a Chanel or like a Bottega, like
Banana Republic is essentially Montclair now. Like, I don't know what is going on, but the rent's too damn high. No one can afford anything. I'm pissed.
This is not me trying to shove my head up Banana Republic's ass, but I will tell you this. I just got t-shirts from there.
I've always been a Banana Republic gal.
I didn't know. I haven't been a Banana Republic person since like 2004 or 5. Like that was like my resistance to Abercrombie in like high school. Their t-shirts fit so well and they are so luxurious. Well,
and that's the thing. They're really trying to separate themselves. So it's like Banana Republic, Gap, and Old Navy, and Banana's like really taking it and gone very luxury. I'm telling you, you need to go back to Old Navy too. Old Navy's staples are fantastic.
Really?
Their activewear, I'm pretty sure, is made in the same factory as a Lululemon and the other ones. I wear Old Navy leggings, sports bras, all their stuff all the time. And I love their denim.
What about for sweatpants? I'm in the market for new black sweatpants.
Well, for sweatpants, I mean, definitely you could check Old Navy. I mean, listen, I shekelled the tea to the aloes. Very comfortable, but also the Gap has good shit too right now, And I don't want to be the person who's got the labels on and I'm like going to the Aloe Gym and Beverly Hills with all the influencers, but I'm like, this shit's kind of comfy.
I like a matching set.
I love a matching set. You know why? Because we travel a lot and matching sets. My brain is so overstimulated. A matching set just like takes the thought out of it.
Mine is actually I'll say it. Mine is like from a pure jealousy place.
Okay, got it.
Like
I like
when
that.
I started working out again, all my shit was mismatched because I feel like menswear is all like fugly and like not that cute of sets. And all the girls had these really cute sets. And then I was like, no, I need to get bright sets. So now I really like to do like bright sets because I feel like it's more queer.
Okay, I love that. I love that you're leaning into the queerness.
Yeah.
I want oversized shirts. I want a men's double XL baggy shirt. That is my one qualm in the space. Everything is cropped. I don't want to wear a crop top to work out.
Yes.
If I'm in downward dog, I want to be wearing a bed sheet. Like, let me just be, so I don't want it touching me. Like when I sweat, I don't want tight. I'll wear my tight leggings because I have little baby legs, but then I want a bed sheet on top and nobody makes it.
You won't give us like a little crop, like a little croppy.
Fuck no. I don't need to be in an exercise class with women who are not apple shaped like myself. Like I know it's good here and up. I know I've got the best legs on the planet, but the middle is just, that's why I'm I'm there in the first place.
I love your torso.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I want to see you in like a cute little like tankini. Like I could see it.
Oh, a tankini. I'd rather kill myself.
Like this with like a little high-waisted, like a little high-waisted tight.
No,
and like we're like.
No, can I tell you, this is the thing.
I could see it.
I'm not actually, I have a long torso, but high-waisted does not work. When you are like an apple shape, you want a mid-rise, okay? You want a mid-rise. It's actually more flattering. Everybody started wearing these like mom jeans. That's not my look.
No.
I want it fitted on the leg.
Yeah.
And maybe even like a fit and a flare. And then I want an oversized like Princess Diana sweatshirt.
What about a flare but for the ankle? Because I feel like you are very ankle forward. And
I am
love how
ankle
you talk
forward.
about your
I mean,
ankles.
look, I'm showing my ankles
they're
today.
Fucking stunning.
They're snatched.
But a flare could potentially like cover up our fucking ankles.
But a flare when you're moving, when you're jumping around,
you might look at a peekaboo.
You might have a peekaboo. And I wear the hell out of bike shorts. I don't care. I'm like, the shorter the short, the more my pussy is out. Yes.
I love fucking.
Yeah.
Okay, well now I want to move on to this other thing that I didn't plan to ask on.
Yeah.
Your lash game is unmatched and it always
you.
has been. I think since the day I met you, there's never been too much. There's never been not enough.
Oh, no. I appreciate you saying that. I went through a very dark period of, I look
Was
like,
it in COVID? I don't think I saw it in real life.
I was doing the eyelash
was it in high school?
extensions and they got so out of control, and I did it because it was convenient on the road. And when I tell you, like, I became allergic to the glue and my eyes would be swollen shut, and I thought I looked fantastic. And there was a Reddit thread. Someone was like, somebody's got to tell Heather the eyelash extensions are too much. And I want whoever bullied me online about that, thank you. I needed that. That was the humility check I needed. And so now I'll tell everybody.
Because I didn't do this so pretty.
I have, so I wear 2 different types of eyelash strips. They're easy to do. I can do them in 30 seconds.
Strips?
These are strips. So I have my daytime strips and my nighttime strips. So if I'm going to do like running around, I have no eye makeup on. I do Ardell Natural Wispies.
I'm shook as fuck that's a strip.
It's a strip. So when daytime it's Ardell Natural Wispies 420. And then I do the 421s Ardell Natural Wispies for on stage.
I love that they're 420. Like,
420,
is that what I should start using?
Yes, it's every day.
They're so pretty.
Thank you. And don't use the regular glue. You're going to find a eyeliner glue stick and it won't irritate your eyes and it's perfect. Yeah, I got you.
I'm asking the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, what?
I just can't help it.
You're like, and what do you think about the Middle East?
Okay, now I'm going to go into my first regularly scheduled question 30 minutes into the interview, which I'm really proud of myself for.
Yeah, that's great.
So if these people, well, I guess they would have already listened to the bio, so they know that you're a comedian.
Right.
If they've been living under a fucking rock. But I feel like some of the travel situations that I found myself in being a stand-up comedian are intense, crazy. Yeah. They can sometimes be desperate and isolating.
Yeah.
What is the craziest travel story that's ever happened to you on the road?
So it's not just me being on the road, but I really listen to my body. Like if I don't, in my early days, I would just if I felt terrible, I'd still get on a flight because I was like, I can't afford to like change the ticket and all this shit. I had, and I should have listened to my body, one of the wildest moments I ever had. I had an ovarian torsion on a flight. So let me explain to you what that is. It basically is when your ovary flips upside down because I had an ovarian cyst. The cyst ruptures while my ovary is twisting. Now, I had dealt with like PCOS and ovarian cysts for some time. So earlier in the day, I was flying international too.
Oh,
so earlier in the day, I'm like, I'm not feeling that great. I figured it was cyst related. Maybe a heavy period was coming on. Women were like, we just deal with it. We're resilient. We get it. So then I get on the flight. We take off. I'm flying from JFK to London Heathrow.
Fuck.
We're in the air maybe 45 minutes. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I'd fallen asleep. I sit up and I'm like, holy shit, my body's exploded. I thought it was my appendix. I thought my entire appendix had ruptured. I run up to the galley and I just say hi. And this is such a me thing where I didn't want to bother anyone. I was so embarrassed that I was asking for help because I don't like to ask for help. And I was like, ma'am, hi. My entire family has worked for the airlines before. So I want you to know I understand the protocol and procedure. I'm dying. So I need to see if there's a doctor on board because I'm pretty sure my appendix just ruptured. I run to the bathroom. I like vomit. They put me on oxygen. I am mortified. I'm also panicking because I'm like, I'm across the Atlantic Ocean right now. And for some reason, I was just like, I knew we had to write it out. So they call a doctor on board. They're like, and it was a Virgin flight. They're like, ladies and gentlemen, anybody here have a medical degree? So this nurse runs
really
up to the front.
Accent.
It's fantastic. So she runs up and she's like, darling, you're pregnant. I said, I promise you I am not pregnant. She does a test on my tummy to make sure it's not appendicitis. She's like, no, you have a baby stuck in your fallopian tube. She kept telling me I had an ectopic pregnancy and I kept trying to explain to her like, no, I'm pretty sure this is an ovarian cyst or something. Anyway, so we're going back and forth. They put me on oxygen. They call down to earth, I guess. And they're like, hey, we got to give her some drugs. Like this woman's like turning purple. We don't know what to do. So they give me. I was not even purple, really just like translucent
And you were
white.
barfing?
Oh, because the pain.
And did you have a fever?
I didn't have a fever, but I was basically like, I mean, it's the
Just
worst
like
pain.
fucking crazy unwell.
Yeah, and what can happen is it's really scary. If your ovary doesn't flip back over, you can lose it because it can like literally twist.
Like cuts off the circulation.
Cuts off the circulation. So they find like a loose bag of pills somewhere in a drawer. Somebody, thank God. They hand me a ginger ale and a Toradol, and they're like, so they make an area for me in the galley because they don't want me to go back, lay back down. They're like, no, we need you like right where we can see you. So I'm laying on a dirty airplane floor for the next 5 hours. I don't text my husband because I know my husband's going to freak the fuck out. So I text one of my friends. I'm like, hey, I need you to find me the closest hospital to Heathrow. I just keep tabs on me. This is what's going on. Again, don't want to inconvenience anybody. Don't even tell my husband. So we get it. We land. The Toradol's kicked in. I'm just kind of like in the corner. And then the embarrassing part came in. They bring an ambulance plane side. And because it's an international flight, they have to get me off first. So they strap me to a gurney.
And
they
you're
take
just
me
high
out.
as a kite.
I'm high as a kite. Now, if you go get in an ambulance in the UK, guess what they give you?
What?
Laughing gas.
Oh.
So you can do a little, like you're doing a fucking hookah.
Yes.
You're like hitting it on the way to the hospital.
Yes.
So the guy's like, you want a little laughing gas? I was like, fuck yeah, I do.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you have to go through customs like all high on pain pills?
No. So they take you directly to the hospital. They cleared me out. And after it happens, like hours later, they gave me some like pain pills and they're like, you're going to be fine. Send me on my way. I then have to go back to Heathrow and then go through customs. So they bring me back through like a side door. I had to like call a head of security. They bring me back through customs. And then I had to like recheck my luggage. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
And they sorted you out of the hospital and it ended up being okay?
It ended up being fine. And it's something that you have to monitor. But it was truly, I call it like ovaries on an airplane. My ovary exploded on an airplane.
That was way crazier than what I thought.
Yeah, sorry. I know you're probably like, oh, maybe I got like diarrhea on a flight. No, I almost died on a flight.
I mean, fuck. But I'm so glad you made it. And your ovary is also a survivor.
It's also a survivor, and
she's resourceful as well.
She's so resourceful. I've been doing IVF a ton that year. And so I think that's why I was getting so many cysts. And it was just, it was a lot.
That was a harrowing travel story, but it was also really good. Stand by. What did Jeff end up saying? Was he like, Queen? Well, I bet he doesn't call you Queen, but
he does.
He's like, wait, so you called your friend, and what did he say when you called him?
So he was pissed because I'm on my way to the hospital. At this point, I'm on a Toradol. I'm hitting the laughing gas, and I take a selfie. I'm like, shitty flight. And Jeff's like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, sorry, babe, I forgot to text you. But I knew my husband would have just panicked. He wouldn't have, in that moment, made anything better because he would have been so worried that I was on a flight by myself. I knew if I texted my girlfriend, they'd be like, lock in, this is what we're doing. You just, in relationships, sometimes some people are great in a panic situation, some aren't.
What good community. And
great community.
Stan Tacken, who we've had on the pod, he invented pact therapy, which is like the psychobiological approach to couples therapy.
Oh.
And he talks about how in a secure functioning relationship, you kind of want to have each other's owner's manual, so to speak.
Oh.
You want to know how to set someone up for success. And you did that so well. You knew that wouldn't be setting him up for success. You're like, I got this. This is how I'm caring for my partner.
Yeah. And I just knew it was going to stress him out more. And there was nothing he could have done because he was in New York. I'm on an airplane. I was texting my friends that were in London, you already know you have the resources there.
Yeah.
So help me. And then I'll catch you up to speed. But then I forgot to text him before I got high off.
My husband's always telling me, who's British, how much better they're. What was the review? What's your Yelp review on the British hospital? Was it amazing?
Okay, no, but because I went to a hospital very close to the airport. The care was wonderful, but at one point they had to look inside of me.
Oh, fuck.
And she asked, the lovely physician asked to use my cell phone light. And at one point, so I'm in stirrups because they're going in to do a vaginal exam because they have to go up to check out your ovaries. And she's like, hold on, I can't find my light. She's like, can I borrow your phone? So I give her my phone. And I literally was like, she's recording. This is going to end up on Instagram. I'm high. I don't know what's going on. No, it ended up being lovely and it was wonderful. And I got all the exams and got checked out. And then I left and my bill was 11 pounds and they sent me home with a couple muscle relaxers. So it was kind of a fun day.
So that part, it's yes for universal health care.
Yes for universal health
and
care.
The laughing gas.
And the laughing gas.
Yes.
But it definitely was, it was interesting. We were all working together as a team. That's what I'll say.
As one does when they have a fucking ovarian torsion on an a a transatlantic flight.
And then I felt fine because it's wild. It's like, once it happens, it's kind of like when you pass a kidney stone. Once you pass a kidney stone, then you're like this sense of relief, then it's done and you feel fine. So a day, I rested the next day. And then the next day I was at a pub drinking Guinness. I was like, all right, well, we moved on.
I love that. Yeah. My neurodivergence so badly wants to tell you about what I had this one experience where then like once the thing happened, all the pressure was better and I felt so much better. But I'm not going to.
Okay, great.
And I'm so proud of myself for that, you know? And I just needed to give it a voice.
You want to tell me later? I can't wait to hear what ruptured or popped.
Yeah, exactly. Our listeners will know what it is without me even having to say. Here's one thing.
Yes.
One thing that I love about your stories, and it could also be a feed post, I love when you lube up your legs prior to going on stage. Lately, I've been asking for my husband to help me lube up my legs because he like usually travels with me and I'm like in heels and the sciatica, that's really resonating for me. But touring is so much fun and getting to like connect with fans and build a community. I've seen your shows. They are so vacuous and so fun and you're so fucking funny and your community is so fun. It's like that show is so fun. And I always feel like in my shows, one thing I hear from people say is just like, the atmosphere is so fun. Like people come, they meet each other. Like I even have a lot of people I hear like will come to my shows solo and then they leave meeting friends, which I just think is so sweet.
That is the most wonderful review when folks say, hey, I'm a little nervous. I'm going to come to the show alone. I mean, I did a cruise back in April and you know how many solo travelers we had that now have new sets of best friends? That is the greatest gift where you're like, hell yes, we are all buddies now. That's rewarding.
That makes me feel so good. So I wanted to lead with like the good part, but then also touring can be a grind and it's like, it's a lot of travel. I feel like I was just in Denver and I did like one standalone show and I was like, well, I've been sleeping on this like one show at a time thing. This is nice on my body.
So I don't do, I mean, like in some markets, I'll do 2 shows on one night. And obviously when you're like warming up everything at the clubs, but I don't like to do that. It's even when I shoot my specials, I like to do 2 separate nights. I give so much to my show. The tank is runneth empty, you know? Like I can do it, but the 2 back-to-back shows, like, I mean, you're delirious.
Yeah.
Because you've done like 5.5 hours of stand-up, you know?
So how do you pour into yourself when you're on tour?
Well, I have my rituals. And my thing is like, you know, obviously you build an entourage, but I travel with people that I really love and I've known for a while and that I trust. I also don't let anybody backstage before a show. Even like managers, agents, all that. I've worked with the same people since the beginning of my career, but I say, you guys go eat a charcuterie, pick at the hummus. I need to chill. I don't want to have to entertain before I have to entertain. After the show, when I say good night, Oklahoma, we can let it rip and have a great time. But sometimes, like, and I've told other younger comics who ask me, like, okay, I'm starting to tour, what do I do? I'm like, protect your peace before the show. You're not there to entertain your agents and attorneys and shit. You're there to entertain the people who have paid for a ticket. And then I also like, you know, I don't party. I'll party maybe after a show, but I listen to Cocktail Jazz, which is my favorite Spotify playlist. Yeah, and then I have like my very specific playlist. Like I'll put on a little Tame Impala and then Sabrina Carpenter and I'll get in the zone. But I zen it out. I do my own glam on the road and people are
do that too.
It's my meditation.
Soothing.
It is how I meditate before a show. I strap
Unless
on my
I am doing a special and then I do have my team does help me.
Of course. Well, again, we have to get the powder ratio right.
Yes, because that's gonna be living forever. Yeah.
And then I do the show and then afterwards I'll kick back and like, we'll go out and have a good time. But you have to protect your peace on the road. Because folks don't realize it's their night out. And like I'll have friends come to the shows and it's their night out and they got a babysitter and I respect how much investment people have put into coming to enjoy a night of comedy with me. But I also have to be like, guys, I can't stay out till 2 a.m, Or like, and I always tell my audience too, because when I first came out on the road, there was a little bit of like, I guess a miscommunication. People would show up so drunk to the shows. And I was like, what are we doing here? And I have a predominantly, very female and gay friendly audience, but I was just like, what are we doing here? Eat a chicken quesadilla before you come to the show. I'm a performer. This isn't a pep rally. Like, what are we doing here? Like, you've paid good money to come enjoy. Like, let's not shit our pants in the theater.
I had this lady in Miami. She was wearing a skirt with no panties, which I thought was really such a wild choice and something I wasn't trying to see, but just
very Miami though.
So spread eagle, like just like right there. And then also like essentially heckling me, like asking like these like really loud follow-ups that were like really distracting like the entire time.
Yeah.
And then I finally was like, Diva, like I got this. So it's not a duo. I love you so much. You got this. Like enjoy the show. We got it. And then she like walked out and left. And I was like, oh my God, no, poor thing. But then apparently she didn't leave. They found her in like an electric room peeing. Because she said that she didn't like public bathrooms. And then the poor guy that was working there was like, but you can't pee in an electric room because you don't like public bathrooms, lady.
No. So she was on pills. She wasn't, she probably did not even realize where she was at that moment. That's insane.
Is it like pills and alcohol?
Yeah. I mean, I've had crazy shit. Like, I mean, you know.
That happens very rarely to me.
And my thing is too the safety aspect of it, because you're like, when your name's on a marquee, you want people to come and enjoy it. But if you're getting so blackout drunk that then you're falling down a flight of stairs at a theater, and then your friends have to take care of you and drag you to the hospital. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I gotta pull it together. We
gotta pull it together.
But also have fun.
But like, take a gummy.
There's
and chill.
Yes.
Just have a solid, firm base. I know that I can't go out and eat a piece of cheese and a cracker and drink white wine all night. I gotta have a full meal.
Prioritize.
Yes. Let's get some calories in.
Yes.
So that we don't lose our minds.
Where is your favorite chicken quesadilla from?
Ooh, chicken quesadilla. Well, here's the thing. I'm very specific. It's not even a specific place, but it has to be the shredded chicken. I don't want chunked. I don't want sliced. It's got to be the shredded chicken. And I feel that way with chicken salad too. Do not give me a chicken salad sandwich that's got chunked chicken. I'm not eating it.
Well, texture is a huge issue.
Huge issue, especially with poultry.
I'm sad that you would hate what my quesadilla of choice is. I eat it probably like 4 to 6 times a week.
Where's it from?
I really like the Taco Bell chicken quesadilla with no quesadilla sauce. I do not. They have this like creamy jalapeno sauce that makes me violent.
Okay.
I can't imagine like why the fuck someone would make that and put it on this quesadilla. But their cheese and chicken on their like tortillas without the quesadilla sauce with extra chicken. Yum yum in my tum tum.
I gotta say something. It's gonna really upset people.
You hate Taco Bell?
I never got into it, and I know that's.
When's the last time you tried?
20 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. I have not had a gordita crunch wrap in 20 years.
What about a double decker taco?
What is that?
It's a soft shell. It's a soft shell tortilla, refried beans with a hard shell taco, and so it's like the soft shell wrapped around the hard shell.
I mean, I just came a little. I would like to try that.
It's fucking
You
good.
wanted to get sushi after this. I think we're gonna talk about
and the Mexican pizza. Do you know what the Mexican pizza is?
Oh, I know what the Mexican pizza is.
Because I mean, that is like, to me, I almost feel like that is a delicacy, and I think it's one of like, I think Doja Cat's an amazing musician, but I think one of the most enduring parts of her career is like she single-handedly got the Mexican pizza back on the menu.
Oh, thank God.
And for that, she could like be in any 4chan you fucking want. Like walk on my face. Like you did the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? And I also thought that when she performed Golden that one time, I thought, wow. I thought that was really good.
I'm really into Doja Cat.
Yeah.
I'm really into Ray right now.
My husband is so obsessed with Ray.
I am so glad that like soulful, kind of that crooner like music is coming back. I'm so into her. Olivia Dean. I love jazz. I'm such a jazz nerd. So for her, like Olivia Dean, Ray, like all that, just that, oh my God, I'm very into it
Ray's
right now.
amazing.
Amazing.
What do you think about Kim Cattrall's famous
skibidi bap bap and all the she dogs and we dog the butt? Do I watch it probably 4 times a week? Yes, I do.
For me, it's quarterly.
Yeah,
I like to watch it quarterly.
I send the clip to my husband. If he responds with something I don't like, I just send that, and he's like, "Quit sending me Kim Cattrall scat singing. Let me know what you want to do for dinner." I'm like. The she dogs and we dogs the butt outs. That's the thing is I like jazz, but I don't like scat. So I like lyrical jazz, and also there's different types of jazz. If you bring a saxophone into the jazz, it is no longer jazz, it is elevator music. I want heavy pianos, drums. I like the improvisation in jazz, but I don't want the scat singing.
You don't want scat singing.
I don't want the scat. I want musical only.
I loved Norah Jones.
Norah Jones is incredible.
She was kind of jazzy.
She was jazzy, but that was different. It's not scat singing.
Yeah.
I just like every day at 5 o'clock, doesn't matter where I am, whether I just put my headphones in, whether I'm at home, I'm on the road. 5 o'clock, I like to listen to a cocktail jazz. Even if I'm not making myself a martini, I want to feel like this is my moment of the day where I get to feel like I'm at Ben Molman's bar uptown at the Carlisle, and I'm going to sit down. Even if I'm just having a freaking lemon water, it's like, this is my moment just to catch my brain.
Does everybody know this about you?
I
is
don't
this
know.
Like something you talk about?
No, I mean, people always ask me my pre-show ritual, and I'm just like, I listen to a lot of cocktail jazz.
It's like a big takeaway for me that you love jazz.
Yeah.
And I also love like the layers and the levels at which you're like appreciating, understanding. Like you're like knowing like all these, like I feel like how I am with bags, you're giving me like jazz. Like you fucking understand jazz out here.
But I don't necessarily know if I understand it all.
But as a fan.
But I am a big fan and I love jazz clubs. And my other thing is I'm a musical nerd. If I can't sing anymore, but I grew up singing. If I could do anything other than this, other than comedy, I would definitely be doing musical theater.
I think Cheryl Porter could refine your voice.
Well, I had nodules a la Ashley Simpson.
But she could probably
teach you
how to do like a whisper sensual.
Well, I'm down here. So I'm definitely a baritone bass.
Yeah, that's hot.
Now I think I could be Mama Morton in Chicago easy. You know?
I think she could find your new nodule normal. Like maybe it's just like, Heather.
Set me up. I think
you're such a fucking, I think you were such a fucking entertainer and performer.
You're a doll.
I really do think that. And I think, but I hate that you had a fucking nodule. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was going to go to school for musical theater. And then my senior year, I had to have surgery. And I just was like, all right, we're just going full comedy.
Okay, we love full comedy.
We love full comedy.
Now I'm on my second card.
Ask me whatever you want. I'm having fun.
What about your mom? What about Robin? We love Robin so much. How's Robin doing?
Oh my God, Robin's the best. She's great. I love her dearly. She's, my mom is 77. She looks like
Best
Judge
Red
Judy.
Bob.
Yeah.
Best Red Bob in the game that's ever even thought about being in the game.
But I got to ask you a hair question real quick.
What about?
Because Robin, I don't know if it's a boomer thing, has no loyalty to a hairstylist in the sense of like, she will go to anybody in a strip mall and get the roots touched up. And I believe that there are so many talented artists, but I said, Mom, the color is changing week by week. We got to figure out a system here. I don't like it either. 1 minute it's purple, the next minute it's orange.
Well, because she likes that red violet, so that can go kind of so many ways.
She has no loyalty to anyone and it stresses me out. I'll be on the road. She'll FaceTime me from a random strip mall and be like, well, they fucked up my hair. I go, because she did no research.
No, we gotta get her a consistent colorist.
I know.
In Atlanta.
Right. And we go to great people and then like I'll bring them my team and they do a great job. And they're like, Robin.
And then she goes and fucks it up.
She fucks it up.
Well, it is part of her charm, and at least she has volume. So it's not like you can really see it.
She does. She has great hair, volume. She's everything.
Because the volume can like cover up a lot of bands.
Yeah.
I just had an intrusive thought right when I asked about Robin, and I'm sure I'm not the first person to bring this up, but I do love, I feel like I haven't seen this content recently as much from you, but remember when you guys would like talk about dating sometimes?
Yes. So here was the thing with the dating. Robin could talk a big game about going on dates, but she's only been on one date.
What about
the Golden Bachelor?
Yes.
So everyone has asked me that. Here's the thing. I'm looking directly to camera. I have worked so hard on my career. I cannot have my mom go on a international show and ruin my career.
I don't think she would ruin it. I only think this would elevate.
But here's the thing. Robin would only do it if she was a bachelorette. She would never
be one of the women.
In quote, I would never fight with 20 other women over one guy.
I just think she'd be the standout if she was one of the women. I think and I also think that's how she could become the bachelorette.
But here's the thing. My mom.
She would finish top 3.
She would finish top 3 at least.
And then
she would get
and then she'd win and then she gets to be the bachelorette the next season.
But she's not doing that. Robin's 77. Okay, you have to understand. She is like, I'm gonna sit back and the men come to me. Robin was 11 years older than my late father. So she's also in this weird space. She has the energy of a 22-year-old, the body.
Which I see it, I feel it.
She's got the perkiest
and
titties you've ever seen.
And the body is so fucking banging.
It's so banging, but she wants a guy who's younger than her in the sense that somebody to keep up with her.
Yeah, who's her arousal template?
Well, I really thought she'd be perfect with like Andy Garcia, and that's no disrespect. I didn't realize he was married. Like I just did a quick Google, so I was like, oh, he has a gorgeous wife. But I feel like she likes international, tall, dark, and handsome. I keep telling her like, we need to go. I think I'm gonna take her in the spring when I get a little break. Take her to like San Sebastian.
Ooh.
We need some sort of moment, a Basque country moment.
I was thinking like maybe Nice.
No, French I don't think is gonna be her vibe. I think she needs Italian.
But they're different in the south of
Spanish.
France. They're nicer down there.
Well, I'm not saying that they're not nice, but I think she wants that really dark hair, the dark eyes, maybe the language barrier. I think French might be a little too soft for her.
Oh.
Yeah, she wants to be thrown around a little bit.
Oh, yes. I love Robin so much. And I love her personality and I just love her presence.
She's the best. I mean, I told my mom the other day, I felt bad because I'm on the road. And then when I come home on a Sunday, you're exhausted from being on the road. And I apologized to her the other day. I said, Mom, I'm so sorry. I've been so short and it's been such a grumpalumpus. Because when I come home, it's like she hasn't been stimulated all weekend with other than going out with her girlfriend. She wants to connect. And it's like when it's that Sunday and you've flown across the country to get home, you don't want to go out to dinner. You want to rot in your bed, watch the housewives, take a gummy and like talk to no one.
Yes.
So I told her, I was like, we need to start planning like mother-daughter real dates where we reconnect.
Or even like Mother-Daughter Mondays.
Yeah, because I've been a nasty cunt.
But at least I love that the self-awareness and knowing that. And also it's so nice to have people in your life that can give you space for to not take it personally.
Yeah, but it sucks. Like I really have been so spread thin that I have been a nasty bitch, and I felt really, really bad.
But you owned it and you apologized, and also I love that you can own that. It's like so beautiful.
It's just exhaustion. It's not even like, and the one person you take everything out on is the person that's close to you. I'm like, Mom, I love you, but I can't go to a steakhouse tonight and wine and dine you. I need to just be disgusting and raw.
I get that. Maybe.
I like that Mommy Mondays though.
Yeah,
that's a good
Mother
idea.
Mondays is cute, right?
That's cute.
We just kind of went violently off course, but I'm obsessed with that. I also am past stilettos. They give me bunions.
Yeah.
They make me in such a bad mood. They make me feel like I just flew across the country after like 5 shows in 5 days after wearing them for 10 minutes.
I'm waiting for the blood clot to happen. That's where I feel. Now wait, I feel like what size shoe are you?
Like a 40. In women's, like a 41 and a half or a 42.
Yeah, so I'm a 42. I'm a women's 11, so 42.
Yeah,
almost like
these are Kate. You could do Kate.
Yeah, but I have a wide foot. That's the thing is, I have a wide foot, and I really think that my $1 billion idea could be making really chic wide foot. Because even like you go to Stuart Weitzman, Jimmy Choo, I'm like a 12 in that because everything's cut so fucking narrow.
I gotta put you onto this one shoe place that Alok's obsessed with.
Okay, tell me.
Because there is this like drag queen shoemaker, but the shoes are like really fucking hot.
Well,
like,
and I ask all the queens, I say, I know you and I are the same size.
Yes.
Where are you getting shoes?
You need to get this lace from Alok because they're actually like, they're so chic and there's been so many times where they've been wearing these shoes. And I'm like, who the fuck made that? Because they're giving you Bottega, they're giving you Louis Vuitton. Like they look like that, but they're this other company and they're so comfortable and cushier and they all have like more platform.
Yeah.
Like they're not stilettos.
Okay.
I will give you that.
Let me know.
Yeah, note to self.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I just wrote down a hard-hitting question, which is baths or showers or both?
I'll tell you right now. I only fuck with a shower. Hear me out. I never understood bath culture. It doesn't relax me. It stresses me out more because then the water eventually gets cooler, even if you're in like a nice jacuzzi. And when you've got large tits, they float up to the top. So then my tits are cold. And then I'm sitting in my own filth going, well, I still got to get in the shower. Either way, you're showering before or after.
I do before and after because I do like baths.
I don't bathe. I don't bathe. I'm not a bath girl.
But I never thought about that with your boobs floating up and your boobs getting cold.
Because you're laying there and then the next thing you know, they're not sinking. They're floating.
And there's no way to fill up the water so much that everything sinks?
You can, but it just, to me, you constantly got to keep up with the bubbles.
Heather, I never thought about what having breasts in a bath is like.
Yeah, and I have a tiny urethra. And so when I was a little kid, I couldn't sit in baths because I get UTIs, like people got the common cold. So I've just never been a soaker. Now, I am a nighttime shower routine person. And I have this thing where people who only do a morning shower need to not be able to vote. You've got to cleanse your body at night too. If you're getting into clean sheets and you've conquered the day and you've run around town, at least do a quick rinse.
Okay,
right?
But what if you work from home?
Okay, if you work from home, maybe fine. But I just feel like I shower in the morning to wake myself up. I'll do a quick
rinse. You do too.
I do too. And then at night, I'm at least rinsing off the day and then doing my lotions and my potions to get in.
I don't want to bust out my husband.
Yeah.
But he usually doesn't listen to this anyway. So
mine doesn't either.
I am a huge, like, I will be honest, I'm not normally a nighttime shower girl.
Yeah.
But if I did a show, if I hugged 50 people, if I went out to like a restaurant, like if I was around like 1 million people, I will rinse at night. But an airport, even if it's 2 a.m, 3 a.m, like I will not get in my bed without washing after an airport. My house or a hotel. It's one of me and my husband's like biggest things. Yeah. He won't get in the airport clothes, but he will not shower at night. He doesn't like getting wet before bed. It like wakes him up. It makes him like horribly angry. He gets so grumpy potamus if he showers. He will not do it. And it's a huge issue for us.
My husband will come back from playing around a golf and he will like marinate in these golf clothes. He'll sit downstairs, watch, 4 hours of football. And I'm like, we're in the same sweaty golf shirt. You smell like grass. What are we doing? So I set up a whole thing. As soon as you walk in from the garage, in the laundry room, drop trout, put it in the laundry, put on your robe. You can be dick out all day. I don't care. But I need you to not marinate in these clothes. It's a dude
dick
thing.
Out all day.
I said, let it breathe. But my God, you gotta rinse.
What a supportive partner.
Yeah, I mean, I really am.
You really are.
Too supportive.
No, you like make so much space for people in your life. You are just like what we need. So wait, I feel like this is like kind of like random and I want to get into, and because if you're obsessed with this conversation like I am, and you want more of it, get into our Patreon because we're gonna do more beauty recs. We're gonna get into French Kitty Corner over there.
Oh, we have a lot of beauty to talk about.
But I do feel like one thing that I really admire about you is you are so light. And I think I started following you in 2016, I think, or
My
2017. Gosh. Like, it's been a
Where's
long
the time gone?
Well, because my old client, Karen Nieto, who I love so much, she turned me on to you. And back then, she was like, and I think at the time you literally had like 11,000 followers.
Probably, yes.
Like, I have been following you for 10,000 years. And one thing that I really admire is that, like, you can keep your connection to comedy in so many different situations. How do you feel? First of all, why is that important? And especially in this landscape. And also, as a comedian, as a public figure, like, how have you noticed, like, the landscape change? What is, like, this last, like, because I know it's, like, it's feeling different for me. What has this last couple of years felt like for you?
Let's see. I have to talk about the uncomfortable things because it's cathartic for me. And like, there have been times where in the last couple of years, I've gone through some heavy shit and the first thing I want to do is run to a club and talk about it. That's how I deal with it. Now, there's been other personal things where I'm like, all right, that's not my story to tell right now. We're still figuring it out.
Yes.
But that is just how my brain works. I don't know how to describe it. I've always been a little bit of like a oversharer, regurgitator, not in this a gossipy way, but in the sense of like, it's always about me. Like, what the fuck is going on with me? Once I get it out, I'm over it. I'm done. I've moved on. Once I figured out the joke, I've moved on. I don't hold on to things. And my husband and I are so opposite.
Ooh.
My husband is very New York, grew up Italian New York family. We're like, if the mailman looked at him wrong on a Tuesday and he knows it was intentional, he's like, he's dead to me. Like and so my husband and I in our relationship, I say, I make him softer and he makes me harder in a good way where he's like, there have been times in business where he's like, that person's clearly taking advantage of you. And he's not like an asshole, paranoid, but he's just like, he's taught me how to really stand up for myself and put my foot down. And I have taught him how to let things go and like be a little softer. And so there's a good balance there with him, but I don't know. Obviously the landscape of the world is it's on fire right now. And I've really started talking about things that I think my audience they're like, oh, you're really going there. I now am a lot more fearless in the sense of like, I have to talk about these things.
Yes.
It affects me as a woman, as an audience. Like, oh, I have to talk about this shit.
Yes.
So I'm really leaning in and just kind of being like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
You know what I try to struggle with? It's like, I feel like in my show, I lean in really hard and I talk about so much stuff. But if I posted like that joke on social, it could just be so, I wish that I could do on social what I do in my show sometimes. And being able to like market that is like hard for me because I feel like you just get like suppressed in 3 seconds if you like, even just some of the words that I use, it's like hard to navigate.
But also you and I have similar audiences in the sense where we build the world. Like as soon as I walk into your show, from the playlist to the atmosphere to what's on the screen beforehand, I'm in for a night. That's the same way with me. As soon as you walk in those theater doors and you got your white wine in one hand, like you're going to have a full experience. You're going to feel a lot of emotions. I like people to be engaged in the whole thing. It's not just about what I am saying.
Yes.
And I also agree too, like the landscape has changed a lot. Like people found me because I was doing characters. That was my original first love.
Yes.
I started in stand-up years ago, but then I started doing characters because I basically had moved home.
I forgot about your real, where's Brenda?
Brenda Corral, Mississippi's number one real estate agent.
When's she coming back?
Well, it's interesting. This business is crazy. I was doing these characters honestly out of self-preservation in the sense it made me giggle. I was grieving my dad. I was back in Atlanta. Went to the wig shop. I'd get stoned and go to the wig shop and be like, this is what brings me joy, is like character study. And then my career took off and I got back to my original love, which is stand-up, where I started in comedy years ago. And so then it's kind of like this double-edged sword, right? Like you do one thing to start doing the thing that you want to do, and then I want to get back to that. So I went to a wig shop the other day, and when I tell you, you know what I mean? Like it was a mother-son run wig shop, and I'm in there, and the guy's smoking menthols out the back, and I was like, I want 10 of them. So I'm going to start doing characters again.
Especially, I have to say,
I miss
Brenda.
I know.
She used to, Brenda on the beach. You remember when Brenda went to the beach that one time?
Oh, Brenda was.
Or did she used to go to the beach a lot?
No, she would go to 30A, which is like the Hamptons of the South. Like, like Rosemary
Heather,
Beach.
It's so time.
I know, I need to bring her back.
Johnny Sibley, I'm obsessed with and love so much.
Yeah.
And Johnny's Miss Julissa.
The best.
There's just certain characters that like I just love so much. And yeah, Brenda is hardcore for me.
And Brenda's backstory is, her husband Richard, he was a developer and she was a real estate agent. She caught him cheating with the golden doodle au pair because they can't have kids. So they had golden doodles. And anyways, so she, lost out on a lot of the listings and now she's having to build herself back from the ground up. And she wears a gold jacket and she says things that are definitely not politically correct, but she's like, it is what it is.
I love Brenda's necklaces. I remember she had a lot of like really good.
A lot of baubles.
Yes.
A lot of bauble necklaces.
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved her accessories.
Yeah, she had a lot of stacks,
She had the best stacks.
She had a best stack. She was always in like a nice Spanx jean.
Yeah, petition to bring back Brenda like
Yeah.
Like as soon as not to be stressful for you.
No,
I know you have a lot on your plate, but like the second that you're feeling good and aligned and it's like not feeling like a burden, it's feeling like, ooh, I'm really connecting to source and joy right now.
I like that, source and joy. Well, and that was the thing. It's like when you're grinding it out and you're focused on you're going the next city. There have been such high highs and such low lows, but I finally had a moment where I was like, I have not been present in what I've been doing for a hot second. Like I want to be the only time I feel like really locked in is when I'm doing my show. Like that for 90 minutes, you're standing on stage just fully engaged.
Yeah.
And I was like, I miss doing that. I miss having also just kind of like the being whimsical about it, like throwing on the wig and making the content. That's what brought me joy. So I want to get back to that.
And just seeing what lands, because you got enough capacity for both. It's just like the timing, and when you're so busy, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You can't help it.
It's fine.
Oh, with all your red carpet questions, we're going to save that for fucking Patreon, you silly
dumb
gooses.
sluts.
Heather, I love you so much. Thanks for coming on Getting Better. Do you have fun?
I had a blast. And also, I'm so proud of you and everything you're doing. And I use all the hair oil, the best shampoo and conditioner on the planet.
I need you guys to text Mark to bring an advent calendar. I forgot your present.
It's okay. I don't need a present.
But no, it's a really cute present.
But I love you and I'm so proud of you. And you know what? It's great that like we kind of, our worlds popped off in a weird way at the same time, but you're still just like, the same crazy gal I know.
I mean, it's same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't lose ourselves.
We didn't.
Yeah, and even though
we're going to Taco Bell after this.
It was touch and go for a little bit for me, but I feel like I'm getting better.
It's been touch and go for me at sometimes too. But we're all just, you know what? We're figuring it out.
Yes.
And we're humans.
And we'll figure out more on Patreon together.
Amen.
I love you so much.
I love you.
God, your face is so fucking
Oh my
pretty.
God, you're so nice. I did get a neck lift.